Evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight, hold on, I've not got no game audio. There we go. I can hear it now. Tonight we're at Tier 3, Season 7 at Portimao. Round 2, is it, of the new season? Comms tonight, you got myself, Claire Mull, and I am joined by No Fandango. It's been a few weeks since we've been together, but we are back. Just on board with Teabag at the moment, first car on track, just about to start his first hot lap. Teabag obviously winning here in Tier 3 last season, is only a reserve this season, but will be looking to get a good result. He does like this track, did well here on Friday night, reserving in Tier 2 as well. And yeah, AMG just pointed out there, finally stream's working. Yeah, apologies, for some reason as I started the stream the game crashed. So loaded back up, we're back in now and we are live. Thanks Hound, let us know it's all dry. Teabag's caught up to a Red Bull who's not getting out of the way. Now Teabag might actually pick up a bit of a slipstream from him here, but that is not ideal catching him there through them last couple of corners, him not moving out of the way. Who was that Red Bull? That was Matey Boy. As our Hound sets a lap just a tenth better than Teabag there on his first run. And Jackie there to the top, 18.8. See who else we've got on the lap. Saki's invalidated, mate. He is on one at the moment. We'll jump on board with him. Matey Boy only managing 19.8. Saki is going for another run. Looks like there is a little bit of lag there. His car's jumping about a little bit. Oh, he's all over the place there. Oh, and he spun as well out of that final corner. Venom into the pits, not managing to finish his lap. Yeah, seen the message earlier, Hound. Cheers. All right. Evening also, evening Wab. A couple of comments had missed there. Safik is going for another lap. He's currently 3/10 under at Sector 2, into Sector 3, but he doesn't have a lot of ERS at all. This is the sector that it may cost him. Out of the final corner now, run to the line. And he does improve 3/10, 19.5, puts himself P8. You've got Full Send Dave out on a lap at the moment. I'm not too sure if he raced here for Tier 3 last week, as I wasn't here. I was celebrating the Wanderers win at Wembley. But I know Dave did reserve in Tier 2 on Friday night. Fair play to him, kept it going all the way. He did get lapped, but kept going to the very end. He'll be hoping for a better result tonight.
Apologies, Clay. Didn't realise my headset was left open either. Apologies if you heard anything.
No, I just heard a beer crack.
Yeah.
I could have confused myself. It could be one of mine. I'm not sure.
No, I think it was mine, lad. Full dry session?
Full dry.
Great. Raced here on Friday night in the wet, and yeah, torture.
Yeah, we had mixed conditions in quali in Tier 2. But yeah, race was all dry. I know the weather caught us out here last season, sorry. Chip has invalidated. We'll jump on board with Gameful just on his run to the line. Hound very confident with his first lap. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite him. Big Lou jumps up there as well when he crossed the line. So Big Lou at the top on an 18.7. Hindsight jumped up with a 19.4 to P9.
Apologies there, Clay. Just give me 1 second. I just want to confirm that my audio can be heard. Can you just give me 1 sec?
Yes, it can. I'm looking at the comments. Hound said, Dan's back, heard the beer.
Sorry. I didn't get the stream up. I'm all over the place today. Late for everything. So, yeah, how tricky track, Clay. Grip seemed to be an issue. And funny enough, I actually like the track, which is, well, I suppose maybe not funny, but it's an enjoyable track to race once you get the swing of it. Difficult enough place to overtake on. Yeah, it can be a good race, but definitely dry will be. As Saki seems to have a major issue.
Yeah, he spun out of the final corner on his first run as well.
Yeah, he's just parked on track. He's going to get disqualified from the session if he stays there.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to stay out of the way of all the cars that are coming through. And there you go, Saki disqualified.
Yeah, it was strange. It didn't even look like he was getting out of the way. He was just parked.
As Wab's just come through that section now where Saki was parked. Saki's car has rejoined ahead of Wab, so hopefully it doesn't cause him any issues. Teabag did look to be hindered on his first lap by Matey Boy through the final sector, as Matey was just starting a hot lap, but Teabag has come out, done another lap, and he has improved. He's beat Hound by 1,000th of a second, and Wab, my new teammate there, putting it P10 with a 19.3.
As Osto says that there's possibly rain at the end of quali. Could that mean a wet start to the race? There is a couple of clouds that are black. That could make it interesting. Yeah, do you know what, Clay? It's been a while since I've seen such a big time spread on the leaderboard. As I said, it is one of those tracks where, God, you can lose or gain anything up to a half a second a lap, but it is quite a large spread, a second and a half, covering 1st to 16th at the moment, which is something we're not really used to, but...
Yeah, I agree. It's not usual we see a big spread, but I think this is one of them tracks where you either love it or hate it, and I think setup as well. As you just alluded to yourself, saying it's quite a low grip track. If I'm honest, the setup I had was absolutely solid. I had no issue with grip whatsoever.
Yeah, I didn't either, to be honest. That right-hander, I think is a turn 8, the right-hander up the hill, depending which way you came at it, was a bit squirrely. And the last corner, or not the last corner, the slow right-hander starting the long right-hander, I found it's a bit grippy, or not grippy there. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. That little left-hander up the hill as well in Sector 1 is awful.
Yeah, didn't have an issue with that at all this time, surprisingly. The only corner I did have an issue at was turn 8, the uphill right-hander. And I think that was my own fault. I cut it a bit tight, clipped a bit of curb, lost the rear a little bit.
That's the thing. The tendency is to kind of take that tight, but you really need to actually go in wide, I feel, to get better drive. Yeah. As Gainful just validated there actually as well.
Yeah, just on board with Chip Hazard at the moment. He's on his first hot lap. I think he invalidated on his previous run, so he's dipped into the pits, come back out. He is on a hot lap now, on the run to the line. 19.7, puts himself P14, so he's safe for the moment. We've got Venom on a lap as well.
Yeah, it's a tough one as well. Actually, the last my final run in Q3 Friday night, I went out really, really late, which is very unlike me, and I invalidated turn 2, I think, which isn't really a place you should be invalidating, but I did. So that's something to bear in mind as well. Going out late with not enough time to get back around, you can invalidate here very, very easily.
Yeah, I Q1 I did one lap. I think I did an 18.7 maybe, as my first lap. Felt pretty good, but then I left it late to go out. I think I was giving someone a bit of advice on tyres, and then all of a sudden I looked up, tried to go out, and left it too late. Weren't enough time to set a lap. I think I scraped through in 14th.
Yeah.
Venom did set a lap there, 20.5.
Mason late in the day, and he doesn't have a time on the board yet. Not sure if he was on track, but yeah, it's one of these. It's one of these tracks where you have a couple of kind of slow speed corners that if you run slightly wide, you tend to get the power down to try and correct yourself, and it just makes it worse.
Yeah, well, that's the right-hander, slow right-hander onto pretty much the back straight that you were talking about. I always find that my line into that corner is so bad. It sucks me into getting on the throttle. As soon as I get on the power, it drags me out wide. Yeah, and
it's a tough one.
I could never get it right. And during the race, I kept taking the same line every lap, and it wasn't ideal. I was losing a bit of time, but I think the lower wings I were running helped a lot. I know Teabag wasn't impressed that he was reeling me in by, I think it was 6/10 through sector 1 and 2, but then I was pulling in 5.5 back in sector 3.
It's kind of one of them, isn't it? You need to have the wings to be competitive on, at the places where you can overtake. But it is quite a high downforce track with such a long straight. It's kind of a mix and match kind of job. I adjusted my wings late in the day as well. Just couldn't decide what to do.
Yeah, I think if I'm honest, I think it was quite clear to see the difference in setup once it came to the race.
Apologies.
Red Bull just getting out of the way there. Yeah. Big Lou done enough, so he's retiring.
Yeah, I think anyone in the 18s is definitely safe.
Yeah.
As we said, it is one of them tracks that so Tier 3 do tend to spring something on us towards the end of the end of the session.
They never let us relax. Obviously, I wasn't here last week, and I made a comment before about Full Send Dave. Is this his Tier 3 debut, or did he reserve here last week?
No, he reserved in Tier 2 Friday night, so it is his Tier 3 debut tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give him a shout out there. Fair play to him on Friday night. He did get lapped, but he stuck at it, carried on going till the very end. And yeah, the blue flags, he did actually move out of the way as well, so he didn't hold any of the leaders up. Kept going, late safety car, and he finished just one lap down to the leaders. So good first race.
Not enough, unless you hope with that. It's funny actually, Clay. I'm watching guys and coming through that last corner. If you aim for the pit wall and hook the pit wall, you gain anything up to 2/10. Guys are just keeping it straight through the final corner. So maybe that's something guys could have a look at.
That is something that I picked up from last season. I realised that a couple of people were swerving towards the pit wall, and their times were unreal. So it is something I did in quali myself.
Yeah. Like coming through that last corner, I'd have halfway car on the curb and aim for as almost pitting. As Gainful doesn't improve and he's invalidated as well, and he was out of battery anyway, so yeah, squeaky bum time for Gainful as Chip is up a couple of tenths.
Mate, he's almost 6 tenths under as well.
Oh yeah, I think Gainful could be in trouble here.
Same mate, he's got a purple sector too as well. See how he does now through the final sector, just this long right-hander now onto the back straight. That car's very dirty. Across the line, improves by 6.5 tenths, puts himself P11, 19.1, so that has dropped Gainful out. Dave is P15. Chip Hazard across the line, P11, knocks Dave out.
Dave out. That is it. Chris is safe by...
He is on a lap and he is a couple of tenths under as well.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, Clay, quite a big spread here from P1 down to P19, but as you said, it is one of them tracks.
Oh, Chris, what a lap.
You know what? Did Chris get pole at Australia? He was out at the front. Chris seems to be after finding a turn of pace in the off season as well, which is great to see.
I wasn't here last week. If I'm honest, I didn't really go back and look at the results.
Yeah, I think it was Australia.
Too busy celebrating the Papa Smurf Cup win.
Oh, classic Dan. Smart fucker.
Yeah, but that's going to be it now. Final standings. Everyone rolling into the pits. Your last two guys there, Hindsight and Bark. So Big Lou setting the pace early in the Q1 session. Just one lap he did, then sat in the pits and retired. But we are losing Saki, who disqualified for being parked on track. Venom, Mason, Gainful and Dave.
Yeah, it's funny actually. Also put in there, it said drops of rain, 30 minutes plus. Said the race still looked fine, but and just looking at the sky, there's a hell of a lot of more cloud cover than there was at the start of the session.
Yeah, as I mentioned, the mixed conditions can catch people out. I know last season I went for a higher wing setup, thinking we was getting rain in the race because it was telling us it were wet, and the rain literally came on the last 2 laps.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it'd make a massive difference if your quali's wet and the race is dry. Obviously, you'll pop a full dry setup on and just make do through quali. Well, that's what I'd do anyway.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Just confirmation there, so that we're losing Dave, Gainful, Mason, Venom, and Saki. I think you confirmed it already, but I just did it again. Big Lou showed a bit of pace. Actually, Big Lou's another one of those guys. You know, he just seems to have found the pace again from nowhere. There's a lot of these guys coming through constantly, and you know, we get new guys coming in, like Dave. I've been DMing Dave the last few days, and he says so slow, and like you know yourself, Clay, we've been doing tier 3 comms long enough. there's a list of guys there that are too slow, that are taking race wins, podiums. Some of them are in tier 1 now. It's
Yep.
just keep chipping away, racing with guys instead of racing on your own or GP mode. Eventually the pace comes. It comes to everybody. Maybe like some guys get to a higher level, but you'll definitely improve here twofold. That's guaranteed.
Yeah, one thing I'd say that massively helped, well, definitely helped myself was, I'd say season 2, season 3. Teammates with yourself in season 2, we worked together building setups and that a lot. Season 3, obviously in the Ferrari, we had Drofter as well, so he was helping us out a lot with setup and little pointers. And I think if you're active in the chats, you're joining the practice sessions, there's a lot of lads in here that will help you out and will help you improve.
Yeah, 100%. And look, it's I've kind of heard in the past couple of seasons that some of the DM groups can be quiet, or that's, as I said to you that season with Drofter, my aim that season was to extract every bit of knowledge I could out of that guy. And to be fair, he gave it. There was no hiding or no secrets. So that's what I'd say to guys: reach out to your teammates, particularly the faster guys. The tier 1 drivers, even the tier 2 drivers. Just reach out. Simple little things that can make such a huge difference. As also says, +10 on the rain now. Could we get rain towards the end of Q2? Everybody's out on track, so that suggests there is bar a Mercedes and a Williams, I believe. And that's Web Stappen. What's he in?
Yeah,
Williams.
Yeah, Wab's my team, mate.
The game would be so much more easier for comms if the team logo was instead of that dot on the track map.
Oh, it's so hard to see the colour difference between the Williams, the Alpine, sometimes the Red Bull. You get away with that, it's a bit darker, 100%. But the Alpine and the Williams, you just can't tell the difference between them. So, yeah, just touching on what you were saying then about extracting information and that from Drofter. This season, we've obviously got in the Williams team, we've got Pink Eye, who won the championship last season in Tier 1, and he's building setups and giving advice left, right and centre to all the guys in there, so good to see. And AMG as well, asking a lot of questions and also putting in his setup advice as well, so that's been very helpful Williams group at the moment.
And that's it, Claire. It's the same. I kind of find myself, I'm in the position now where I'm helping guys out. Obviously, I still have a lot to learn and all that, but it's such a great league to be part of. Everybody, there's no secrets, or everybody will try and help everybody. And that's the first thing I tell new guys when they come in if they have concerns about pace. Everybody will help everybody. Put a comment into the general. Yeah, you'll get a couple of smart-ass responses, but it's all banter. But you'll get help and you will improve, drastically. T-Bag with an 18.3. We know he likes Portimao.
Yeah, definitely does. Ran away with this race here last season. Just looking at the comments there, Bacardi saying Pink Eye isn't sharing to all the guys anymore. He said our cooperation's over now. We're not team rivals. I must be the lucky one then.
Yeah, the time's starting to pour in now. Just trying to get a look at the sky, and it's, as I said, the start of the last session, it was pretty much all blue, few clouds with a bit of grey in them, and the blue is now completely gone, and the grey seems to be getting blacker and blacker. So
yeah, it's dark over Sector 3 now.
Yeah, we could see some rain here towards the end of the session. I would think towards the end of the session, possibly Q3, but that's where. Actually, no, it's not. Quality in the race is on different days, so yeah, ignore that. Oh.
Apologies, I've got 3 screens going at the moment.
Oh. Yeah, he's confident. I hope that bites him in the arse, but it won't.
It is a good lap time, fastest we've seen so far.
Yeah, it is, and he probably has 3 sets of soft for Q3 as well. I can confirm you will get 3 runs in. Got it last season, didn't get it this season. Messed up my quali, started with a actually, one of the Friday night days, I picked a set of mediums for quali. Felt confident enough getting out of Q1, and it was a wet race, so all I did was screw myself for quali. and the mediums didn't work, so then I had to use softs.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I did the same. I was supposed to pick the softer tyre setup, but I went balance, trying to play it clever for the race, and then had no need to use the extra set of mediums in the race. So, yeah, absolutely pointless. Also, with a good time there, an 18.6, puts himself P4. I was like, matey boy's going to go for another run, but he's not got a lot of ERS. ERS recovery is quite difficult on this track. That is something I've definitely noticed.
I think it was in and around 7 or 8% a lap recovery, which isn't great. You know, if you deploy hard, you're going to have to recharge. So yeah, I don't see him beating that time. Maybe he will. Maybe he's running light on tyres as well. But if there is rain towards the end of the session, he was probably better off coming in, unless he thinks he can do enough to get away with it.
Yeah, it's just watching Wab now as he's coming to end of his outlap. It's definitely looking dark in that third sector.
Yeah, it may or may not rain, but you could very well get a wet Q3, which would be interesting to say the least. I assume everyone has a dry setup on, so that could really change the order. Sackvik is doing very well. Again, one of these slow drivers, as he says, but he seems to be improving race after race. I think Sackvik's issue is he just doesn't have the consistency of racing every single week, which does make the difference.
Yeah, definitely. I know he reserved a couple of races towards the end of last season in Tier 2. I think he did a couple in Tier 3 as well towards the end. Just on board with Wab now as he's on a flying lap. So obviously I've got the we've got the stream and the comms we're doing. I've got on the TV, I've got the stream open for the comments on the iPad, and I've got the golf on the phone.
Oh, I see drops. Yeah, it's starting to rain. That is, anyone that is close to sector 3 is probably okay, but I'd expect to see Chris, who has purple sector number 1, he'll probably start losing grip now. You'd be surprised, the track isn't even wet. The minute you get drops, you start feeling that grip loss instantly. Let's see what he can do as he's coming up the left-hander now with a tricky right-hander heading towards the end of sector 2. Be interesting to see his split time here. Oh, doing well there, keep it in. And he is up for this time again, but not as much. So that grip could be causing an issue now.
Yeah, drops starting to fall.
Oh yeah, going very well there. Oh, that he invalidates as well. Oh no, absolute disaster from Chris after such a strong Q1.
Hindsight's invalidated as well.
Chris will be able to come out again, but it's just going to be too wet, I think. He may or may not get away with it, but difficult, yeah, as you said, hindsight has invalidated as well. Chip is well over his time as well. So yeah, I just think, even though the track isn't wet, you know yourself, them initial drops for the first 30 or 40 seconds are enough to cause a big drop off in grip levels.
Yeah, Hound retiring there from P10, so if anyone on track does manage to just eke out a little bit, then he's going to be out.
Yeah, Chris captain the matey boy in the pits. I'd be surprised if they even bother coming back out. Chip struggling as well. Sackvik is on track, but he's already a 10th over through sector 1. So I think realistically Sackvik is the only chance of knocking Steve out. I think the guys in the pits are by the time they get back around and outlap, there is a bit of water on the track now as well. So I think it's just up to Satvik as he heads towards the sector 2 line. The rain is starting to come down now. Let's see what he can do. Is there anything on it? And he's a second over, yeah.
Yeah, see that rain light flashing on his car as well now. I'm not too sure if DRS has been disabled yet.
Oh,
Safik's spun, yeah.
Yeah, Steve getting away with that big time. Feel a lot closer this time round, but yeah, he just needs to leave the tyres cool down to get back to the pits. Wouldn't be surprised if we see mass retirements. Although for me, I'd just go for a smoke at this point.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I think that's why Otto retired. I think he was one of the first as soon as the rain dropped. There you go, DRS disabled. So yeah, I don't think we're going to see any improvements. I think I owe a bit of an apology as well. I've talked about Wab being my new teammate, and I've not actually spoke about Big Lou. For some strange reason, I thought Big Lou was reserving.
Disgraceful. It's disgraceful.
I missed last week.
You should probably walk away in shame, if I'm honest.
Yeah, big apology up there, P2.
As in now, like, go.
Alright, see you later, lads. Dan will take over the stream.
Yeah, I'm going to use this opportunity to replenish my alcoholic beverage, Clay.
No problem, no problem.
Alright, bye.
Ooh. Chip is coming back out on the soft tyre. A fresh soft. I don't think that's the right choice, if I'm honest. I think it's probably too wet at the moment for all the soft to make a big difference. What does he need to get through? 1.4 seconds he needs to find. If I'm honest, I don't see that happening on a track this wet now. Very cautious here on his outlap, so maybe he's just getting a feel for it, see what he thinks. A lot of the field has now retired. Yeah, very wide understeering there on the exit. On that final corner, just can't get on the power. Let's see. We'll stay on board for this lap. Car just doesn't want to turn. Not for turning. I don't think he's going to be improving here. But you know, he's sat in P15. He had to give it a go. Oh, close to losing it there through turn 8. Lifting off the throttle through turn 9. Easing through turn 10. This final sector now, probably going to have to be gentle on the throttle. He is. Just feathering it round that final corner. Yeah, unfortunately it's too wet for these soft tyres now. As Dave points out, wetter than an otter's pocket. Also saying, bring the wetmaster puns in. But yeah, confirmation there. Teabag setting the pace in Q2. Big Lou closely behind. Scotty very close to that as well. Half a second covering your top 10 this session. But we are losing Safik, Chris, Hindsight, Matey Boy and Chip Hazard. And it's much wetter now for this Q3 session. It's definitely starting on Inters. Have a quick check at tyres, see if anyone goes full wets. But no, I think it'll be an Inters Q3 session now. Be interesting to see whether it dries up towards the end or whether it's going to be wet all the way. Hound, first car out on track, we'll jump on board with him. Bit of added pressure.
Interesting. As we have a wet Q3.
Yeah, Hound just invalidating there towards the end of the lap. It's invalidated his next lap. I don't know why he's not coming to the pits.
I think the wetmaster will be happy here, Clay.
Do you see Osso's comment?
No, I didn't.
Osso said, bring the wetmaster puns in, guys.
Well, he is the wetmaster, and Gainful is starting towards the back, so the hard master will be on hards, guaranteed.
Regardless of the weather. Now, one to watch out for in these conditions as well as Kane Lowry. He's always been fairly good. But I think Portimao is just Teabag's track, if I'm honest. So it'll be interesting to see.
He is strong, to be fair.
He was in Tier 2 as well on Friday night, reserving there. I think he finished fourth.
I don't understand how.
Oh no! Sorry, no, he didn't. He got a penalty. He got a drive-through.
Yeah, he did. I don't understand how guys can run no traction in the wet. To be honest with you, I run full in the wet, and it's fine. If I run medium, I won't get 2 corners in and then gone round.
Yeah, well, the first season on this new game, obviously, I tried to go no traction. It started disastrously, but the best race I was having in it was actually in the wet at Austria. It was the longest I'd lasted. And then, yeah, I wiped myself out.
That is T-Bag starting the times at a 1:26.5. Jackie, who showed good pace as well in Q2, with a 1:26.7.
Getting a lot of invalidations as well though now.
Yeah, myself and Jackie had a little conversation after Australia, and I think he's going to be Dylan 2.0.
Good luck.
I think it's one of them, Clay, because T-Bag is purple sector 1 there now again. You just throw a couple of laps of fuel in and go out and keep chipping away at that time. Obviously the track is wet, but you might get a couple of dry lines, especially if you're following a car, which does give you a small bit more grip. Yeah, time starting to come in now, kind of 26s, 27s. That's an AlphaTauri getting out of the way, I believe. No, it's not. Anyway.
I jumped on with Wab as I thought he were coming round the final corner. It turns out that was the start of his hot lap, so the game has caught me out again.
Been there.
Yeah.
That lap actually didn't invalidate for hold, even though it said it. Oh, was he invalidating the last corner and nearly kills the pit entrance? That was close. It's actually dry again, Clay. I'm wondering, will this head towards softs for the last lap?
Oh, Wab's just invalidated slightly at the end of sector 2 there. Scotty into the pits. Osso is just coming round the final corner now.
Oh, 5 minutes. I reckon we could see a couple of laps on the softs towards the end of this, Clay.
Osso, what a lap, 25.8, puts himself P2.
Mega lap from Osso. Actually, yeah, I didn't realise Jackie was a 26.7, I thought it was 25.7. So yeah, mega tight from Osso there. Who has the fuel light flashing, which is not unfamiliar. Although, to be fair, he hasn't ran out of fuel for a while. I think he runs 5 laps over now every race.
Yeah, this is a difficult track as well. One thing I do want to point out, as I mentioned it briefly not long ago, was the T-Bag picking up a drive-through on Friday. I think we had a couple of drive-through penalties picked up. The deltas here very tricky on a VSC.
Yeah, to be honest, I picked up a couple of drive-throughs. I don't know what season it was, but I think it could have been season 3 maybe, and I just thought it was there on the side of caution. You know, if it costs you half a second, it costs you half a second. It's better than a drive-through. Yeah,
I just mean there were some points where I was 9/10 in the green on my delta, and then through the next corner I'm 4/10 in the red.
Yeah,
it was very difficult to try and keep it green constantly, and obviously the safety car VSC ending, catches you out.
Just looking at the trolley there that they put up, that they put T-Bag's car up on, it's quite small actually for such a big car. Pointless, but yeah.
Have you never watched it in the F1 when they do it?
Yeah, I just never really noticed how small it was. I mean, yeah. Anyway.
As Barks jumped up there to P3, 26 flat.
Nice time from Bar. The track is completely dry now, Clay. Or sorry, the rain is completely gone as well. I'm not sure if there's enough time unless the track gets dramatically drier in the next 2 to 2.5 minutes. I'm not sure. Is it worth going out on a set of softs towards maybe, with 2 minutes left in the session, have your out lap and see where you are? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, that's it. I think maybe if you're a bit further down there, you're in the back 5, back 4, maybe you'll think about it.
Do they say is it 10 seconds between the softs and the inters? Is that the crossover point, or is it a bit less?
I couldn't tell you, mate.
I know there's a crossover point, and so something telling me 10 seconds, and if it was 10 seconds, they're within that window already.
Evening, Colin. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Teabag's gone out on an outlap on Inters. So's Jackie. Nobody putting the softs on yet. Bark's improved massively. Hound 24.3. The track is definitely getting drier.
Yeah, that is soft territory.
Big
Absolutely
Lou.
soft territory.
Big Lou's put the softs on.
Yeah, and I think Hound has made a mistake. If I'm completely honest, the track is nearly dry now. By the time you come around after your outlap, it will be totally dry. So that's going to cost Hound, I think, because he's not going to be able to get back in.
Osso's got softs. Teabag, is Teabag going to come straight in? No, he's going for a lap on the Inters.
I think he's going to get caught there.
Osso, Kane Lowry, Big Lou, all got the softs on at the moment, still sat in the pits.
Yeah, they're going to want to leave it as late as possible. They have, I'd imagine, another 10-15 seconds before they want to start coming out. But yeah, I think Teabag's made a mistake there. Easy for us to say it here looking at it, but that track is practically dry now.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
Almost 7 tenths under there.
Cody's weathermen are almost as good as their track marshals.
Almost,
yeah. Well, obviously they're not as good. There's nobody can make an obliterated car disappear in 5 seconds. Only Cody's.
I'm pretty sure Ninja and Gameful did in Canada. Teabag 1.7 under, so yeah, track is, there you go, DRS enabled.
Yeah, and Hound isn't going to have enough time. I think Teabag's made a mistake. He'll definitely improve, but he'll probably end up tumbling. It's, as I said, Clay, it's very easy for us to call that, but kind of difficult when you're in the, you're in there. Jackie as well is getting caught. Scotty's getting caught as well. Teabag, he does improve dramatically, but yeah, it is time for the dries now.
Yeah, 3 of your soft runners out on outlaps at the moment. Who we got? We got Osso, Kane Lowry, Big Lou. Kane Lowry's the first, so we'll stick on board with his lap. I can't see the time because there's constantly a yellow flag popping up.
Yeah, that was Teabag. I think he went off track, or was he just trying to get out of the way? 50 seconds left.
50 seconds, so that's it. No one else. Wab put the softs on, but sat in the pits. He didn't actually come out.
Why not? Why not even just go out and trickle around? Big Lou will definitely make the line. Kane Lowry has started, and also will make the line as well. So yeah, I'd imagine that's going to be your top 3, unless there's an invalidation or a major mistake. I think they should comfortably beat that 1:23.6.
Let's see, Kane Lowry. Sector 1, 1.2 seconds under, purple Sector 1. If you want to have a check what Big Lou manages through Sector 1.
I can do 1.1 seconds.
He's not crossed Sector 1 yet.
It popped up 1.1. 9 tenths. Just under a second, 0.997. Also has purple Sector 1 as well.
Kane Lowry Sector 2, 3.7 seconds under. So yeah, it is fully dry. I think these are going to be your top 3 barring any issues.
Yeah, I agree. Also with that purple Sector 1 as well. Kane Lowry now heading towards the line, closely followed by Big Lou.
Big Lou 3.7
seconds as well. And purple Sector 2.
Also 5 seconds under then.
Purple Sector 2, Kane Lowry 1:20.5. Big Lou heads towards the line, coming around the last corner. Oh man, this is mental. Can he manage to beat Kane Lowry? It's possible, it's very possible, it's going to be tight. And he does.
He does. What's Osso doing?
And he does. He also made it.
Osso's took pole.
He took pole. Oh. Fucking hell, I'm quitting the game.
And we're going to end the stream there.
I'm retiring, packing it in.
Osso took it by almost 2 seconds.
Oh man, the track ramped up majorly there towards the end. It wasn't even tight. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Top 9 separated by a small 8.3 seconds. No, obviously that doesn't do it justice, but wow. Them 3 there taking real advantage of sitting in the pits. Happy with the first runs. and sat there just waiting for it to get drier. Wab obviously putting the softs on, but never left the pit lane.
Yeah, why? Yeah. It's, you know what, it's one of these, it's all if, buts and maybes. Hindsight is great. Well, Captain Hindsight is, yeah, great. Um, yeah, anyway, as I said, if, buts and maybes, easy to look back, but you could see it. I mean, anyone listening, the track was drying up so much towards the end of that session. Yeah, wow, mental stuff.
Yeah, I will be back shortly. We'll be in before the start of the race.
Yeah, me too. Oh, back on a tick. So we will just yeah, got Sackvik, Lady Boy and Gainful starting on the softs. I've seen this work before, but Dig is so high here. I'm going to call that as the wrong decision. Maybe not, but yeah, only two drivers taking the alternate strategy. That's Jackie and Saki on the hards. Obviously, it's the preferred strategy if it all works out. Everybody else in the mediums, yeah, that's a ballsy call from Gainful, Matey Boy and Sackvik on a track that's difficult to overtake on. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that ends up. Whoa, yeah, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised there. As I said, Dale is quite high, so we just have to see how that plays out. As the grid is forming up now for the start.
Yeah, Osso's wasted no
Matey,
time.
Yeah, Sackvik, Matey and Gainful on the softs. Ballsy.
Yeah, definitely. Jackie and Saki, the only two going for the hards.
Yeah.
Everybody else on the mediums.
That's ballsy, Claire. It's as I said. Look, I've seen Gainful make this work before, but Dig is so high here. It's hard to see how this can work.
You've got to hope for an early safety car, but let's see what happens now. Osso will be leading the pack. That's 5 lights. And away we go. Osso seems to have got a decent start. Teabag as well, up to P2 from P4. Big Lou trying to take that inside line. I think Hound's gone round the outside of him as well. Hound up into P3 off the start.
Oh, there's carnage at the back. That's a VSC. I think.
If it is, no one's told race control. Big Lou is in P4 under pressure from Waterman here into turn 5. Bark, I'm not sure if there was contact between Bark and Scotty there into turn 5. Bark having a bit of a spin.
Yeah, there was a bit of wing there at turn 2 as well. made it by all the way down to the back, so I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but not a clean start at all, to be fair. Front 5 pulling away already.
Yeah, Big Lou got Lutman very close behind him. Hound just dropping off the back of Teabag. Teabag keeping Osso honest here on this opening lap. Well, as Hound's pulled Teabag back in there, so that could be differing setups. Yes, AMG, we do read the chat. Conclusion, they don't. Yep, never mind.
Whoa!
Backs out.
Absolute carnage at the final turn.
Gameful 5-second penalty for a collision with Wab.
Yeah, that will be appeal. He was just trying to avoid. I have no idea what happened there. I missed the gate. He was trying to avoid the back of Wab, made slight contact. Don't think he has wing damage, but
Wab does. Gameful's got no front wing.
Yeah, absolute disaster.
Wab also missing an end plate. No, it's just a VSC.
Safe VSC. I've no idea what happened there. It happened so fast I didn't see it, but it was nearly absolute carnage. I didn't catch what happened back either, to be fair.
Teabag looks like he is giving a lot of time to the Delta. He's not being caught out by that again. And there we go, Safik drive through. As we mentioned earlier, these Deltas are difficult here. They can catch you out very quickly. Safety VSC has ended. Osso's got us going. Teabag and Osso look like they've got the jump on Hound a little bit.
Trying to see Wab. He just has in play, but he does have his wing. But they know the gain for break. It's just so hard to see. I'm sure we'll.
Kane Lowry's dropping down as well. Final corner.
Yeah, he had a spin, I think, or else he was contact. Whoa! That is Saki with a massive collision with the barrier. He's not out, he's moving, but he will come back into the pits. My God. Reminded me of my safety car restart a couple of seasons back. It was exactly the same. Wow. Saki cuts in the pits. Why? And Gate was serving that 5 second as well.
Yeah, I was just going to say Teabag DRS open, then DRS activated that last lap across the line. We've got Mason closing in on the back of Venom. And he has got the move done. He is past Venom now. Just wondering if Saki picked up maybe rear wing damage off that spin at the final corner.
Oh yeah, do you know what? I don't know. It looked to be front where he hit the barrier with the front, so we'll have to see. As AMG asked which one is Clay and which one is Dan. I'm Clay, the other one is Dan.
Don't listen to him. Teabag's made a move into turn 1 for the lead. Dan's the Irishman, league Irishman. As the golf is now not going my way, not too impressed.
Yeah, I think the race is settled down, a bit of a spread happening, but yeah, pretty hectic. Couple of laps at the start, Ray, or Clay, just calls you Ray.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a battle for the lead and then a battle for that final step on the podium. That's the way it's looking at the moment. Because Osso's not losing touch with Teabag here. Teabag has used a lot of ERS as well, down to 24%.
Yeah, he's absolutely rinsed. Osso can just afford to sit here now and wait for DRS and, you know, use a bit of ERS to keep within the DRS. Whoa, yeah. That was a hectic start to the race.
Lutman's in a good position with his as well, 87%. The two blokes in front of him around 25-35%. Jump on board with Chris as he's in the DRS here.
A lot lower wings as well. Difficult place to overtake, but he is clearly ahead. Gets on the brakes early, leaves space on the exit, and that, folks, is how you do it. Oh, should go back at him.
Oh, I was just about to give Dave a shout out there, but it looks like he's had a spin at turn 1.
Just don't individualise this, Clay. It's dangerous for us comms people.
I'm not allowed to mention anyone by name, so. Yeah, Osso just losing touch now with Teabag. Hound losing touch a bit more with Osso as well.
Interesting thing to point out there as well, Clay. Venom and Gainful both have the fuel light on.
Right, here's a tricky track without safety cars to recoup your fuel.
Yellow flag, that is an Alpine, I believe. Is that Dave? Yeah, unfortunately for Dave again. Yeah, you know, he'll keep going. It's experience for Dave. He's only had the game a couple of weeks. Every race is more experience. And he's still in the points as well, so.
Yeah, definitely. Always worth going. Keep going. The extra lap time, extra track time and everything as well will help massively.
Yeah, 100%.
As Lou looked a bit wide there. Turn 3. Under pressure a bit by Lutman there on the run into 5.
Yeah, Teabag's now out of DRS at the front. Big Lou is hanging on to the back of Hound, so both have absolutely rinsed their ERS. Scotty with a time penalty as well. Is that track limits, Clay?
I think
it is track limits. Yeah, Scotty and Mason with track limits already into the race, so the safety car won't be any deal for them as game for odds of 121, 1-1. Whoa, my God, Scotty absolutely annihilating the corner there. Yeah, it is one of them that, as I said, it's a track that can draw you in. You feel more power is the answer, but sometimes it pulls you further into trouble. I'd imagine Big Lou has pretty low wings as well. He's losing a lot of the Hound throughout the middle sector, so he should be gaining here. And he is. Not enough. It's just one of them tricky situations. You'll get close on the pit straight. Takes 4/10 out of Steve's time there, but Steve will take that back off him again through sector 1, 2 and parts of 3.
Ooh, Scotty's picked up another 3-second penalty. Chris making it up past Hindsight now, so Chris is on the move. Ooh, Big Lou's picked up 3 seconds.
No, Scotty with another 3 second as well. It is one of them tracks there where penalties will have they'll definitely play a part in the final classification here.
Yeah, Lou very wide there on the exit of 5 as well. He needs to stay within that 1 second of Hound to have a chance of defending against Lutman. As you mentioned, he's used a lot of ERS trying to attack Hound, but he should really be recovering it while he's got the DRS.
Yeah, 100%. You know what, Lutman is in a very good position here as well.
Yeah, Lutman looking very good. A lot more ERS as well than the guys in front. Will he be trying to make a move on Big Lou this time round? Let's see.
He has the wings, just not enough. Big Lou getting that DRS as well, which certainly helped him. I think, yeah, Big Lou going off again. If I'm Lutman, I'm just playing the waiting game here, to be honest.
Yeah, that's another thing as well, is when it comes to pit strategy, I found the overcut to be more beneficial.
A great run there as well, Chris. Apologies. They go side by side into the corner. Lutman leaving a lot of space on the inside. Big Lou leaving just about the cars within the exit, and great defending for Big Lou there. Apologies, Clay, for cutting you off. What were you saying?
No problem. As someone said, based on Teabag's lap times, I can now conclude that becoming an admin grants you an instant 4/10 a lap. Speaking from experience,
it costs you 4/10 a lap.
I wish that was the case.
Unless there's an incident, then we're biased, so that suits.
bias.
Nah.
Jesus. I keep getting penalised.
Something are undefendably clear. Oh, Hound getting out of shape there. Big Lou will have a run at him. I think he'll have a run at him anyway. Big Lou is
Lutman's got his ERS on this. Oh, no, he's not. He's turned it back off. He's been very sensible. He is playing the waiting game. Hound going defensive.
Yeah, I think Luckman just doesn't have the wings on Big Lou, if I'm honest. And that is exactly why moving back onto the racing line, close to the braking zone, is very difficult because you end up going off. I'm pretty sure he would have got a warning for that as well. He's trying to break the toe. I'm not sure if it was needed. Big Lou was 6/10 back.
Lutman closing right up on Lou there, turn 5. Scotty's back in touch with these as well as Chip picks up a 3-second penalty for track limits. Chris has managed to gap hindsight now and it looks like he's closing down Jackie. Jackie on the hards, but I think about knows where the hards will start coming into their own.
Yeah, for sure. The mediums will start screaming at any second. It's the thing is as well, there's a couple of guys that are B14 down are well back, but everybody, well, there's not everybody, but half the grid ahead of penalties. A safety car will completely change this again. Completely change it.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I'm going to go on a limb here that I don't see a safety car. Might be wrong, but I don't see it.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, I don't think we got one here in Tier 3 last season, did we?
I don't know. I just don't see it happening. That's a Ferrari round. Is that Sackvik? It is.
Lou and Lutman fighting there. Lutman trying to go around the outside at turn 1.
Careful, no Sackvik.
Lutman's got a better run out of 4. DRS open. And he is past him into turn 5 as Scotty just plows into Lutman, to Big Lou.
Ferrari gets cut. That's.
It was nothing to do with Sackvik there. He was ghosted out the way. Scotty just hit the back of Lou and spun him on turn 5.
Yeah.
Scotty did wait for him. Did wait for Lou to rejoin track. He has joined now 2 places behind him. So fair play to Scotty for that. But yeah, that's cost Big Lou there.
And the thing is as well, Clay, it's a downhill braking zone as well, so you can't wait for that marker. You got to be on the brakes a bit earlier than usual there. It's one of the features of Portimao. There's a lot of undulations throughout this track. There's a lot of ups and downs, but there is a lot of downhill braking zones as well. Obviously, the car isn't going to stop as fast on a downhill braking zone as a level braking zone, so it's just something to consider as well. As we're kind of heading towards the midpoint as we have yellow flags.
Saffic's just pit and retired.
That's a yellow flag in sector 3, I believe. Is that Saffic in the pits?
Saffic's car, I'm not sure if it's coming back out.
I think it looks fairly stationary. No, it is coming back out. No, it's not. Kane Lowry has pulled the trigger as well. Will this trigger a wave of pit stop now is the next question. It's slightly early.
I don't think so. I think on this track, from experience last season and this season, the overcut is more beneficial.
Yeah, it is. You wouldn't think it with a relatively short pit lane, but it's one of the tracks, especially coming out in the hards, on a track that you don't really have a whole pile of grip on.
Lutman's all over the back of Hound here. DRS open now, he's pulling to the inside. No, not quite close enough, but he needs to keep it clean now, have a good run, maybe get him through turn 4. Scotty picking up 5 seconds, speeding in the pit lane.
Luckman getting very close to the back of Hound. That outbreaking yourself thing, it can cause so many issues so fast. Better off erring on the side of caution. Yeah, Teabag, it's a pity really. I think it was like the last time we were here. No reason to run on with him, but he's just doing such a stellar job, and he is recovering his ERS now as well, as is also.
Yeah, fair play to Osso as well. Not really lost distance with Teabag, so I'd say he's probably still in that under overcut window. Be interesting to see. I know here last season when I think Teabag reserved in Tier 2 last season as well, and I think I gained 8 seconds on him with the overcut. So,
who is this Master Beta dude?
I didn't want to read the name out for that reason.
Master Beta. I mean, it's a Master Beta 27. As Luckman goes up the inside, it's a hard place to go up the inside.
It looked like enough room was left.
Yeah, he did. It wasn't quite a car's whip, but he did leave space. I think, obviously, the onboards might tell different, but I feel he did leave enough space there. And Hound is now in the prime position of getting the RS, so he'll go back at him.
Yeah, maybe wanting to recover a bit of the ERS here. Hound's obviously been defending for a few laps with Luckman and when Lou was there as well. Now gives him an opportunity to use the DRS, maybe recover a bit. Scotty picking up another 3-second penalty. I think that's on top of his 5 for speeding in the pit lane.
I'm just trying to think here, and it's just not a track for safety cars, really, is it? It's just so much runoff around the track. Barring something mega, I don't see it.
Yeah, we had 2 on Friday night, 2 in a VSC, or 2 VSCs, 2 safety cars, can't quite remember. I've drank since then. Luckman's in.
He looks coming in hot. Yeah, no! I knew it looking at it, he was coming in hot, and he picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding into pit lane. Disaster for Luckman after doing so well, making up so much ground. Oh man, that's hard luck. Hazard as well. Oh, disaster. As the guys are looking for penalties, please.
Lou's in as well. Yeah, so you got Hindsight and Venom on 3 seconds, Luckman 5, Lou 3, Chip Hazard 8, Mason 11, Scotty 14, Dave 6, and Gameful's just picked up 3 seconds. Have a quick look at the pit stops. So none of your top 7 have pitted yet, and neither has Dave down in P13.
Oh, Gordon for Luckman there. You know, he a couple of overtakes, did so well. Just picking up that 5-second, which he might get away with towards the end of the race, but a late safety car here could be an issue for him and everyone else that's on a penalty. Just going to ignore that one. We've been there before.
No comment.
Isn't
no
that
comment.
right, Claire?
No comment.
Jesus.
Chris and Hindsight are in the pits. Venom's followed him in as well.
Yeah, I think for Teabag it's just kind of a case of see what the guy behind does. But at 14 laps, it's they're going to be screaming. But he's up to 2.5 seconds now, so he is pulling away. So
I'd expect to see Teabag in this lap based on Friday night's race. Lap 14-15 is probably the best time to pit.
What I'm looking at here is Jackie on the hards, and he's just absolutely savaging away at the lead of whatever. I'm lost. Hound again.
Hound.
No, not again. But yeah, Jackie's just closing that gap. He's taking nearly a second a lap at the moment, so the mediums are gone. So the worry for the guys in the mediums is they're trying to hang it out, but the guys behind the hards are closing up now. So I think Teabag is in.
Also follows him.
Get it stopped. Oh, so it does come in, and Hound stays. No, he doesn't.
Chip Hazard picking up a penalty. Scotty has had an instant. Oh!
He missed it by 2 kilometres.
Also,
He can 82.
A bit of Hound's day goes from bad to worse. 3 seconds at the beginning of that lap, 5-second penalty at the end. Yeah, Jackie starting on the hards. He's going to be in a good position. I know T-Bag on Friday managed to overcut me massively, obviously, starting on the hards. I pitted, I think, at lap 14, 15 on the mediums. He stared out, and then he came out. I think when I pitted, he was within a second of me, 1.4 seconds, something like that. And then when he pitted, I think I was about 1.8 behind him.
Yeah, we just got a Valtteri Bottas saying that the tyre wear is super low around here. I would think it's super high, if I'm honest. Yeah. A couple of new guys in the chat as well, though. We got Valtteri Bottas and Master Beta, as we pointed out before. So, 2 guys we haven't seen in the chat before. So, welcome. Not sure if you're in the league already. If you're not, join up. And yeah, good to have new guys in the chat all the time. But yeah, Clay, I'd imagine this is from my recollection, it's a high wear track.
Yeah, I tend to think the same, to be honest, but I do agree with what Pink Eyes just said. It depends on the setup. As I say,
Yeah.
if you're struggling for grip, your tyres are spinning, you're sliding left, right and centre, then you are going to have more wear. I didn't have an issue with grip on Friday, but I did still find the tyre wear fairly high.
Has Valtteri Bottas? No, says Mr. Comms guy. People started on softs last season. Is that real life or the game? Because if you know anything about the game, it doesn't have anything to do with real life. It's so unrealistic, it's not even funny. We do the best we can, but it's you cannot compare it to real life in the slightest. As my dogs have entered the room. Hello, dogs. Keep quiet.
Yeah, it feels fairly spread out now, just on board with hindsight, just behind Chip. This is the closest battle on track at the moment.
You know what, I'm just looking at Jackie Clay. It's probably slightly early for the hards, but T-Bag is closing in on him. Would it be worth dropping in for the mediums now for track position on the cars behind?
No.
No, you not think so?
No, way too long to go on the... well, saying that, 15 laps. If I'm honest, I'd rather leave it at least lap 20, 21, and then you don't have to worry about the mediums. Just push every single lap then. Try and get, 13 quality laps in.
Oh! Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Not ideal at all.
Brings also into it just 1.4 seconds. Will T-Bag now start pushing, trying to break that gap, or will he try and stay calm and hope also picks up 3 seconds himself? Lutman has managed to jump Hound as well. Oh, sorry. Sorry, he got it before the pit stop.
Oh, crap. I thought you were dead.
Oh, I think I swallowed a lung then. Just have a quick check. Has Chris made his pit stop yet? Yeah, he has. So Chris up to P6 ahead of Luke. Just 5.7 back of Hound. Gameful looks to be pushing up onto the back of Matey Boy now as well, but Gameful's on 15 lap old mediums. Obviously he pitted quite early in the race after losing his wing.
If anybody can get them to the end, it's Gameful. I don't see it happening, but yeah, as
he's
he does come in now. Oh, he came in heavy and he locked up. My God, he hit the line at 79. He'll go on the softs, guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed.
No,
This is gainful.
no.
No, he will. No, he
No,
won't.
fresh set of
He
mediums.
yeah. He boxed already, so a safety car now is needed for gainful. If I'm honest, I think everybody else has pitted a couple ahead, but I don't know is he close enough.
I think Dave's just coming down the start-finish straight as well, so Dave's not far behind Gameful now.
Jackie pulls the trigger as well. It'll be interesting to see where he comes back out, and the guys ahead of him have penalties, so he might not be in a bad position by the end of this race.
Yeah, I think that's it. If you add the pace, I think the hard medium's definitely the better choice here. Teabag looks like he is pulling the pin now as well. He's got that gap to also up to over 2 seconds.
Oh, will he get out ahead of Luckman? It's close. It's very close. I think he will. He's not. Luckman has got through. Will Chris get, or will Hogan get through? He doesn't. But Jackie's not in a bad position now on the faster tyre. He's only 7 or 8 seconds off the lead. Penalties ahead. So, unless he does in Australia, I won't be harping at him later on. Win-win.
Yeah, not in a bad position at all, to be honest. Done really well there, that first stint on the hards. As I was saying, I think hard medium is the best strategy if you've got the pace.
Yeah, 100%.
Bit surprised, to be honest, to not see Teabag start on the hards. I think you were just a bit cautious about the guys.
You see, yeah, the thing is, with the hards, you're going to, if the safety car is around that medium window, that is where it can cause a lot of issues. So it's why guys tend to stop picking the hards at the start, unless you have really, really good pace, which Teabag does, to be fair. So I agree. I'm surprised he didn't start in the hards, but the hard medium is absolutely working key here for Jackie, and I think with the lap left, he's in a very, very good position for a raceman, if not close to it, but definitely a podium, especially with the penalties ahead. He just wants to keep it clean. I have no idea how many warnings he has, if he has any, but he doesn't want to pick up a penalty. Definitely not. There's only 12 laps left. See where he ends up. Teabag is on 3 seconds, Luckman's on 3 seconds, and he's just closing that gap so much, it's not even funny.
Yeah, that gap between Osso and Teabag's sort of floating between like 2.3, 1.7 throughout the lap. Couple more penalties popping up there. Dave picking one up. Hindsight picking another up. Got Mason on 17 seconds at the moment. So yeah, there's a couple of people there, like Chris is going to make up spaces because of a penalty ahead. Jackie's going to make up space. Also, at the moment, will make up space. Wab, Kay Lowry, and Matey Boy, all penalty free. And some of the lads in front of them have a lot of penalties.
Yeah, I just want to go to the comments there. Gamma, Mail, 1, why does Bro think softs can last 15 laps? Response from Mechanical, you don't know Gainful. Yeah, obviously doesn't Jackie with the fastest lap as well. He just needs to play this clever. It's a difficult track to overtake on. He needs to use his patience. If he doesn't, it's not going to end well. I can guarantee that.
He is within that DRS of Luckman now.
Yeah, I can see he's going to want to clear Luckman pretty quick as well, so he can get after Osso and get with it. If he can get
Osso?
The ass flow. If he can get Osso and get within 3 seconds of Teabag, there's a raceman here, and he can do it. But it's just picking the right time to go past Luckman is the question. If he can at all, and he should. He has a huge tyre advantage here, and he does have an ERS advantage as well, albeit slight, but he does have an advantage. Oh, Jesus, he gets... Very close to the back of Luckman, as I said, patience. Oh, nearly goes round.
Bit of a wiggle. Mason now on 20 seconds of penalties. Needs to be careful, otherwise he'll get a DSQ. Jackie, DRS open. Not using his ERS though, quite sensible, just maybe sitting behind. Lutman's using his to defend.
Yeah, it's just bide your time, you know. As long as Lutman isn't costing him time, there's no need to do anything crazy. But the thing is, the gap between Lutman and Asso is extending.
It's going up, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe the dirty air, but I think that little bit of rear wiggle out of the second last corner caused an issue there. He just needs to play it safe, try and recharge if he can. Lachman is really struggling for ERS. See if he can get a run on him into turn 1 on this lap and then look ahead to Asso. And that seems to be the closest thing on the field right now. Captain Hindsight is close to Chip as well. But yeah, this is the closest battle on track at the moment, and it is for podium. It is for a podium as well, so...
Yeah, Jackie having a really good race, which is no disrespect to him. It's unusual to see him still in a decent position at this point in the race, especially penalty free as well.
Yeah, as I said, Dylan 2.0, and he should get a run here. He's got a massive run.
He's very close.
DRS.
Yeah. The move done pretty much over the line.
Yeah, he got that done, and he's 6.7 out of Asso, so it took a bit of time out of Asso as well.
Yeah,
There's
about 4 attempts.
There's enough laps left to get close, but he want to be doing it pretty quick before the mediums die.
I don't think he's got the ERS to just push though. He's just got to rely purely on his own pace and them fresh mediums.
Yeah, definitely. Be interesting to see in the next lap or so how much time he's going to take. There is only, there is, maybe with a penalty there as well. There's 9 laps left, we're 8.5 at the moment. He's not really denting that time on Asso too much either. So yeah, just have to see how that one plays out. There is a couple of other battles going on as well. A safety car now at this stage would be
disastrous for some guys.
Yeah, it would be chaos, but it will hit the gang towards the back as well. So
it helped Kane and Wab and Chris, and yeah, I think that's about it really. They're the only ones penalty free.
Is what I want to know. Dan celebrating internally. No, Dan gets frustrated internally. You know, look, obviously we as comms we do have our own teams, but it's about being fair to everybody. Right now, it was the closest battle on track now is Scotty on the back of Kane Lowry. And we know how hard Kane Lowry is to overtake here, Clay. We saw that last season.
Yeah, very, very difficult. And if I'm honest, when you were talking about Gameful being good on tyres earlier, Kane Lowry is the first man that springs to mind. I'm pretty sure he could start a race on a set of softs and take him to the end.
Absolutely. Remember that last season, Carolyn Mechanical, no matter what they did, they just could not get past them. I think he did, Scotty caught in the corner, turn 1. I think he did 26 laps on the hards. If I'm open to correction there, but it was something stupid anyway.
If I'm honest, I thought it was the mediums he dragged out. I thought he started on the hards, pitted early, and dragged the mediums out. Again, I could be wrong. I could be mixing it up with another race. But
you know what? Either way, it was an astronomical amount of laps on the tyre that he had, so yeah, the penalties now are getting quite severe. You got Hound on 8 seconds, Luckman on 5, T-Bag carrying that 3, Big Lou on 6, Chip on 14, Hindsight on 12, Mason on 23, Venom on 6, Scotty on 17, and Scotty puts up another one, that's 20. Jesus. Gameful on 3, Matey on 3, and Dave on 15. Quite high, to be honest, Clay.
Yeah, a lot of penalties.
To be completely utterly honest, Scotty's getting close enough to the back of Ken Lowry. He has 20 seconds. He doesn't want to ruin another guy's race.
Well, that's it. He's already hit one guy up the arse. Let's not make it another.
Jesus Christ.
He hit my teammate, alright. I'm not letting this go. As Gameful there sets the fastest lap, a 120.5 on the mediums. Hindsight running deep into turn 5
and
as was closing on Chip.
Again, Lowry. And he goes wide again. That's definitely another warning.
Yeah, low on ERS, but he's got DRS open.
Just why take the risk?
As Wab picks up his first penalty of the race. It shouldn't affect him massively because the guys in front have a lot of penalties. The guys in front have 23, 12 and 14.
I'm surprised with Jackie's pace, to be honest, Clay. He's only taken 7 or 8 tenths out in the last 3 or 4 laps, so it's kind of hard to call it. The mediums will probably drop off. I think he's just too far back. He might have to settle for P3.
As I say, I don't think he had the ERS to push. He didn't have the ERS to push. But Osso is falling out of that 3 seconds to Teabag.
As Mason pits, I'd assume that's for the fastest lap. It is. I really don't know why guys do this, but I suppose end of the day, it's still a fastest lap record and an extra point.
If you're in the top 10.
Yeah, but that's...
Which he's no chance of with the penalties.
Yeah.
And I think he is actually serving. He served a 5-second penalty in the pit lane as well. And that's it. The bloke who held the fastest lap was Gainful down at the time, was in P15. So he wouldn't be getting a point for the team there either.
Yeah, you see, I'm just wondering why give up track position for a fastest lap. Mason has lost 3 positions there, or 2 positions there. What's the point? Just keep going. Get off. Each to their own. I'm just going to point out as well, Wab Stappen has a solid 24 laps on the hards, and he's definitely going to the end at this stage. Yeah, they're not going to be feeling too nice now.
Yeah, I didn't realise that, if I'm honest. He has got a lot of ERS as well there, 70-odd%. So just sort of cruising round at the moment, it feels like, for Wab.
Yeah, he's deploying now, and he probably should, because there won't be a safety car at this stage, I'd say.
We had one on Friday night.
Yeah, again, from fuel light had gone out now, so I'd assume he was doing a bit of lifting and coasting, and Venom's light has gone out as well, so yeah. Just looking around the field, nobody else in trouble with fuel, so that's good at least.
Jackie's closed in
5.5,
yeah, closed in quite a lot. 5.3, dip 2, then 5.5. Also, again, just outside that 3 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know, is Teabag put the foot down, or has Osso dropped off? Because Osso's gap was in around 2.5 tenths, and Jackie was in around 6 seconds, so that 5 tenths seems to have been made up or lost by somebody. So not exactly sure who. Jackie's absolutely rinsed his ERS. You have to understand though as well, your top line or your top line speed is affected when your ERS is that low. Osso and Teabag not in a bad place at all.
If I'm honest, Jackie's been around like 13% ERS since he got the move on King Lutman. He's not recovered anything since.
Yeah, he just needs to recharge, get that up above 20% and plow on and see where it ends up. Chris is in a good position as well, Claire, to be honest.
Yeah, Chris having a really good race, as you pointed out earlier, showing a bit of a turn of pace. A couple of guys ahead of him with penalties as well. Will he jump Hound with his penalty? Yeah, he will. Hound, 8 seconds. He needs to pull in about a second on Hound to jump Lutman as well. As Mason did get the fastest lap there. Oh, what's happened? Scott 8 and Kane Lowry.
That was always going to happen. And that's a full
it's
safety
a full
car.
Safety car.
Oh, no! Jesus Christ.
Teabag will be fuming.
Oh!
Teabag will be fuming. That will ruin Teabag's race.
Oh my God! Do you know what? It's going to get out and it's going to get back in pretty quick again.
Yeah, also just struggled to overtake the safety car there. Almost hit the thing. Don't do that. Dan's got fond memories of that. Oh no, that was overtaking it, wasn't it? Hound's into the pits. Lutman's into the pits. Soft tyres.
There's not enough laps left. And yeah, they're going to lose track position as well. There's not going to be enough laps left.
losing.
It stopped. We might have 2 laps of racing.
This is what Tier 3 do to us all the time. A late safety car, softs go on, brain goes off.
Oh my God! You know what? It's been a long time since I heard something so accurate. Oh, classic! Absolutely classic. The safety car is parked. I'm not sure if he's just there for the crack or what.
He's not picked the leaders up yet.
Oh yeah. The safety car. The minute he picks the leaders up, he'll be back in. I might be very, very wrong, but pitting for softs, unless you're not going to lose a position, is not a good idea.
The thing is, as well, is until that lead car picks up the safety car, everyone has a delta. So for Luckman, Hound, Lou, everyone who's just pitted for softs, you have to hope T-Bag gets on the back of that car early, and you can just push to try and get on the back of the pack.
Flat.
But that's it, he'll have a delta until he catches this safety car now. And there we go, safety car's now started moving, T-Bag has picked it up. So the delta should disappear now.
The safety car's going to come in the end of this lap. It won't stay up for another lap.
No, I think the win's between your top 3.
I'd be surprised. I think the safety car will come in at the end of this lap. Lap 32, 2 laps left. There's no way it's going to stay another lap. It does this when you get a safety car late in the game. I'd be surprised if it stays out, but it might. Let's see what happens. I'm looking down as far as Big Lou. He might have got away with it. It just depends if the car stays out for another lap or not is the question.
Safety car in this lap.
Yeah, that's what I said. Nah, pitting is... The field is so spread. I don't even think Luckman is going to be anywhere near it by the time we get going again. Although he is absolutely hammering it. Go, T-Bag. Yeah.
He can't. If he sets off now, he'll catch the safety car. That's the problem.
Luckman is going to catch the pack here. He's definitely going to catch the pack. Captain Hindsight and Hound aren't a million miles away either.
I don't know if Luckman will, you know. It depends when T-Bag goes.
And he's gone now.
Yeah, he's gone.
Luckman will catch that. 100%.
Yeah, he's on the back.
But there's only a couple of laps left. Will he get close enough is the question. You don't want any crazy either, like, you know what I mean? He's on the back of Jackie now. Jackie's not too well. He's 12 lap old mediums. Luckman's going to have a massive pace advantage here, as will Hound, who's just a bit too far back.
Yeah, Hound's teammate just moved over, I think, let him pass into turn 1.
The only saving grace for Jackie here is he has Chris between himself and Luckman. And also, it's between Osso and Jackie. T-Bag 1.6 already. A lap left, he's going to absolutely rinse it to try to get to the end. Apologies to everyone else, but it's very hard not to run on with the top 5 here.
Jackie wide there as well on exit. I think Luckman's only chance of getting a podium is to get Chris by the end of this lap, or maybe into turn 1 and then push to try and get Jackie. But I don't think he's going to do it.
Oh, Luckman going wide. Chris has him.
Luckman's got Chris.
No, Chris has Luckman.
No,
Luckman has Chris.
Luckman has Chris.
Whatever. No, he's going back at him. And Luckman is ahead. Oh, no!
Contact! Luckman spun.
Oh, that was all going to happen on the inside into turn 1 is extremely difficult. He was ahead, but Chris seemed to come back at him, and Chris coming up. Oh, man. Oh, lad.
As I say,
oh, that's...
Soft's on, brains off. I don't know, it sort of puts a bit of a a bit of a downer on the race we've had. It has been a very good race. Obviously, safety car coming in so quick as well. He knew he had to push to try and make positions as fast as he possibly could. Shame there for Lutman. But yeah, at the moment, it's looking like Teabag's going to lose P1 to Osso, and I think he'll lose P2 to Jackie as well.
It's tight. It's going to be tight. Oh no, it's not. It's very tight, Clay. It is very, very, very tight. He'll just hold on to P2. He'll hold on to P2, I think.
Nope.
No, he doesn't. Oh no.
But Osso, big shout out. Osso taking a race win. Is that his first one since season 1?
Oh man, I've no idea, lad. Osso took pole. Osso took the win. I'm gone.
Also dominating a race weekend. What? And he had enough fuel in the car.
Yeah, something not quite right there, kid.
World's gone mad. Someone's cheating.
Mason had the fastest lap, Steve.
No, I'm not sure if Steve took it on that last. Yeah, he did. 19-1. Steve got it. Stop blowing your own trumpet, lad.
How do we even come up with a driver today? And you know what? I know Gates' name popped up there, but he was in my mind. Been so far back. He was down in P17, P18. I'm sure taking a P9. But yeah, I think it's a discussion for after Clay. I think there's multiple drivers there for driver today, if I'm honest.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, there's a few. Jackie's one that pops to mind as well, going for the alternate strategy when most people didn't.
Yeah.
Keeping it clean and taking a solid P2. After, obviously, we've spoke about Jackie for a few seasons now. His quali pace is unreal, but when it comes to the race, he lets himself down.
Yeah.
But he's held it all together today. Done a brilliant job. Just a shame he's in that Alpha Tauri team.
As I said, Dylan 2.0. Listen, let's be honest. When the name comes out of the hat, you want to be with me and my team. It's just the way it is. I'm like a lucky charm.
What, you mean? Yeah, you mean league owners won constructor? I don't know how many times. Jesus, something's funny here, isn't it?
5 out of 6, and yeah, it's fixed 100%. What a race! Yeah, that's a mega race, Clay, to be honest.
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, that safety car there right at the end costing Teabag. Unfortunate because he did look in control pretty much from start to finish. Once he got past Osso, and he built that gap. He built that 3-second gap, but that safety car completely tore it apart for him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
big shout out to Dave as well. Carried on going to the end and did pick up the final point.
All I'll say is, if anyone has an issue with that safety car, DM Scotty. It was always going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened between the two. Obviously, you mentioned there were contact a couple of laps before, but I saw Scotty drop down the order, and when I flicked down, Kane Lowry's car were ghosted and just rejoining.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Join us next week. We are at China. Friday, Tier 1 and 2. And then we'll be here again Sunday night, myself and Dan, for Tier 3.